London, 1814. The chimes of the great clock tower drifted across Regency London as the season unfolded in a spectacle of silk gowns and whispered ambitions. At the magnificent Thorne estate, where chandeliers glittered like captured stars, Arabella Thorne stood quietly at the edge of the ballroom, present yet unseen. While the elite moved around her in vibrant swirls of colour, she remained a shadow in her own story, a wallflower watching life from behind a veil of silence. To society she was polite, sensible, unremarkable. To herself, Arabella was a storm waiting to be felt. Her mother's voice, sharp and poised, echoed through her mind. "You must secure a match this season, Arabella. Our name depends on it." But as she observed the dancers spinning beneath chandeliers, her heart whispered a truth far more fragile. She longed not for a title, but for someone to truly see her. And then, on a night shimmering with gossip and candlelight, the most scandalous duke in England fixed his gaze on the girl no one noticed. In a single breath, Arabella Thorne's life changed forever. The night of the annual Thorne Gala unfolded in a spectacle of glamour and restraint. As guests donned their finest attire, the grand hall was alive with music and laughter. Yet an undercurrent of formality coloured the occasion. Arabella felt the weight of eyes upon her, the whispers following her like an unwelcome breeze, highlighting her reticence in a world celebrating boldness. She caught flashes of other young ladies' laughter, each expertly navigating the social dance, while she remained a still note in the symphony of the evening. When the resplendent Duke of Blackwood, Lord Edmund, entered the room, a hush cascaded through the throng. His presence radiated power yet teased scandal, an enigma that drew a magnetic gaze from all attending. When their eyes locked for the briefest of moments, Arabella's heart raced. The promise of potential hinted at by the wild rumours surrounding him ignited an unexpected flutter of intrigue within her. The evening wore on like a beautiful dream, but as the clock struck 10, Arabella found herself weaving away from the crowded ballroom, seeking solace in the quiet embrace of the estate's gardens. The moonlight painted the blossoms in ethereal silver, and the whispers of the trees reminded her of forgotten hopes. Loneliness gripped her. She watched the revelry through the window, feeling more invisible than ever, a spectre among the living, unseen and unheard. Occasionally her sister Beatrice would glide past, her laughter ringing like a bell, but not once did she think to include Arabella in the fabric of her joy. With each passing moment, Arabella's heart grew heavier, haunted by the chasm between her desire to be recognized and the reality that she remained a wallflower in a world overflowing with extravagant blooms. Tears lingered along her lashes, each drop a call to be seen, to be valued not for her family's name but for the person she longed to become. The following week, the social whirl swept Arabella into the opulent ballroom once more, where the glare of the chandeliers lit every corner and shadow danced in soft surrender. Gossip buzzed around her like eager bees, with whispers of Lord Blackwood's latest escapades filling the air, hungry for scandal. Arabella's heart thudded as she observed from a distance. His presence commanded the room like royalty, yet she wondered what truths lay behind those striking blue eyes. Could this enigmatic duke possibly offer the companionship and understanding she craved, or was he destined to remain forever out of reach? At the heart of ballroom chatter lay the true art of survival, the delicate performance of wearing masks, concealing vulnerabilities beneath layers of laughter and perfect smiles. Arabella, in her quietude, questioned the superficial connections others maintained with each dance, surrendering parts of themselves in exchange for fleeting attention, as her own heart longed for the kind of love that transcended mere appearances. Days passed like pages turned hastily, hiding the weight of silent longings. When a letter arrived during the dusk, a note edged in elegant script, Arabella's heart jumped. It bore the crested seal of Lord Edmund Blackwood, the Duke who resided in the whispers of the Ton. "Meet me in the garden at midnight," it beckoned. The anticipation fluttered within her, but anxiety tainted its sweetness. Could it be a farce, a cruel jest? Arabella's mind spiraled, plagued with visions of mocking laughter echoing behind her, yet an ember of hope flared within her chest. Perhaps tonight she would learn the man behind the scandal, the hidden depths that lay beneath the surface, concealed from the light of day. As the evening approached, she dressed with intention, donning a silken gown that shimmered in the shadows of candlelight, a reflection of her cautious hope clad in elegance. embodying a burgeoning sense of self she yearned to unveil. In the moonlit garden, a breeze carried the scent of blooming jasmine, wrapping around her like a warm embrace. Arabella's heart raced in anticipation as she ventured into the night, each step echoing the perfect melody of her hidden desires. There he stood, the silhouette of Lord Blackwood framed by the silver light, a figure both intimidating and strangely magnetic. Their initial exchange was charged with unspoken recognition as he stepped closer, his voice a husky whisper that danced on the night air. "You stand apart from the crowd," he murmured, a glimmer of vulnerability flickering in his eyes. Emboldened by the moment, Arabella discovered her voice, a timid flicker that sparked into flames as she shared her thoughts, her dreams unburdened by the fear of judgment. Here, in the sanctity of the night's embrace, they found a space to shed their masks. Alongside their burgeoning intimacy, Arabella felt fearlessly seen for the first time, unveiling emotions they both craved yet could scarcely understand. Their stolen moments blossomed into a routine. The garden pulsed with life as they explored its secrets, riding through sprawling fields where wildflowers danced in harmony with the wind. Arabella began to embody her talents in art, sketching the ethereal beauty that surrounded her. The garden, once a hideaway from loneliness, now transformed into a sanctuary of hope. Each afternoon spent immersed in nature nurtured not just her creativity, but her deepening bond with Edmund. Underneath the canopies of age-old trees, unguarded conversations took place, filled with shared laughter and heartfelt revelations. As they unraveled the fragile layers of their burdens, Arabella found herself drawn to Edmund's gentle spirit, discovering that behind the scandalous facade lay a heart yearning for understanding, a reflection of her own unspoken desires. With every painted stroke of her brush and shared breath beneath the sky, she learned to embrace the beauty of vulnerability, unfurling as the walls of her past began to dissolve. However, tranquility was a fleeting companion. Soon, the fragile fabric of their burgeoning love faced its first storm. Rumors swirling through the social circles hinted at scandal. Whispers of a past mistake haunted Edmund, casting shadows over his every move. At a lavish ball, they both found their souls dancing amid mounting tension, the air thick with an unspoken dread. Amidst this turmoil, Arabella sensed a change in Lord Edmund, the laughter in his eyes dulled and stolen by cloak-and-dagger secrets weighing upon his heart. A chance encounter with Lady Clara, the Duke's cousin, revealed the malicious intent behind the schemes that sought to ruin them. "You dare pursue a mere wallflower?" she jeered, eyes glinting with envy. Arabella fought against the stab of doubt, her mind warred with insecurities, twisted reflections of her worth echoing. Yet in this chaos, she recognized the fight within her for the love they shared, a relentless yearning that called her to remain steadfast, even as darkness threatened to consume their light. As twilight enveloped the garden once more, Arabella knew they were at a crossroads. With each passing moment, the veils of their past clung heavier, threatening to suffocate their newly forged connection. Arabella confronted Edmund, standing under the ancient oak, its branches whispering their history. "What are we, if you cannot share your truth with me?" she implored, her voice trembling with urgency. In this vulnerable space, a wall began to crumble, revealing a heart once shrouded in secrets. Lord Edmund finally unveiled the secrets of his past. A reckless act led to collateral damage, a mistake that cost him dearly. "I fear I am unworthy of you," he confessed, each word steeped in regret and shame. The revelation hung in the air, suspended in time. Arabella felt the tension twist within her as he continued, "Yet here you are, breath of solace, light in my darkness. Can we not dare to embrace a future together?" Each moment was laden with hesitance, but Arabella's heart surged with an unwavering certainty she could no longer deny. As dawn broke over the horizon, a new day spilled forth like a canvas of possibility. In the wake of their revelations, the clarity of purpose guided Arabella. Though fear had loomed, she now stood resolute, a bastion of confidence pushed forth by vulnerability. In this moment, she understood that true love demanded not perfection, but a willingness to embrace all that one brings, both light and shadow. With determination, she sought to bridge the chasm between them, expressing her unwavering affection for Edmund, each word an invocation of trust. He too began the unwinding of old chains, shedding the remnants of past judgments and public scorn. Together, standing in defiance of the world's cruelties, they were more than just a scandal. They were two souls entwined in the sacred dance of healing and discovery. With time to cultivate their bond, they discovered that moments of beauty awaited even in the depths of despair, laughter erupting from the shared courage of their hearts. A new chapter emerged as their days merged into a harmonious existence. Amid festivities, smiles replaced the tension once threaded between them, echoing an unspoken commitment to face the world as one. The social circles, driven by curiosity, began to perceive Arabella differently. She was no longer merely the wallflower, but a worthy partner, an exquisite blossom rising to greet the sun. At a highly anticipated ball, with eyes scrutinizing their every move, Lord Blackwood boldly claimed Arabella as the center of his attention. Each dance carried a defiance against society's expectations. Their laughter intertwined with the music, creating a symphony that ridiculed the whispers that once haunted them. In the grand ballroom, enveloped in shimmering light, Arabella embraced the magic of the moment, feeling the weight of her previous fears lift as her heart floated with joy. She realized that together they had rewritten their fates, bravely claiming their rightful places amid the swirling chaos of love and acceptance, lighting the way for other unseen hearts. However, as daylight softened into dusk, the shadows of their past re-emerged, threatened by the lurking envy that still festered among their peers. Just as Arabella began to enjoy the triumph of love, the insidious whispers turned sharp and venomous. Lady Clara, ever the orchestrator of scandal, launched a campaign aimed at dismantling their harmony. "What business does a duke have with a mere wallflower?" she sneered, painting Arabella as unworthy and undeserving. The onslaught of derision pricked at Arabella's heart, compelling her to retreat momentarily into her shell, the shadowy corners looming like an impending storm cloud, momentarily dulling the vibrant hues of her newfound courage. Yet, as her mother, Lady Thorne, sought to console her with the wisdom of resilience, a glimmer of hope began to surface against the tide of despair. Arabella reminisced about the transformative journey they had shared, igniting the flames of her resolve. Amidst the attack on their love, it became clear that their bond would require a test of mettle, firmly grounding her in the recognition of her worth, a battle she deemed too precious to abandon. With the dawn of a new day, Arabella felt fortified. Armed with the love she shared with Edmund, she confronted Lady Clara during a lavish afternoon tea, a confrontation marked by a protein of elegance and unveiled fury. "To question my worth is to overlook the resilience within each of us," she declared, her heart pounding with every word that drew a line in the sand. "I am not defined by whispers or fanciful tales. I am Arabella, worthy of love and respect." Clara's defiant posture began to falter as Arabella's voice swelled with conviction, the whispers of society silenced by the strength of her truth. This moment resonated with a profound epiphany. Love thrived in vulnerability, bearing witness to the reality that both women struggled against. As the challenge of conflicting loyalties inspired applause, Arabella reveled in her voice, a soft yet persistent symphony emerging from her spirit. Each word rattled the very framework of the status quo, affirming her resilience, while directing the stakes higher than the ephemeral nature of fleeting approval. The tremors of change rippled through the upper echelons of society as Lord Edmund learned of the turmoil surrounding Arabella's confrontation with Lady Clara. An internal struggle erupted. His protective instincts battled against the desire to remain true to himself. Worry filled his heart, wrapping itself around him like a vine. As much as Lord Blackwood wanted to shield Arabella from the fallout, he understood that she embarked on a journey to claim her own destiny. Amidst the backdrop of swirling gossip, a gathering at the estate took on a life of its own, reaching fever pitch as members of society debated the worthiness of the couple. Despite the pressure pressing down on them, the bond they fostered remained a resolute anchor. In the face of societal scrutiny, Arabella's spirit shone even brighter, reaffirming their connection as they prepared to confront the tides together. Their conversations turned fierce and earnest, defining a newfound pledge not only to each other, but also to the convictions that made love worth fighting for, a cohesive alliance shaped by storms of misunderstanding. As twilight bathed the estate in golden hues, Arabella and Edmund embarked on the first steps of forging a unity between their aspirations and fears. The delicate balance of their souls intertwined, like the roots and branches of an ancient tree, taking hold underneath the swirling winds. Together they would challenge the skepticism that hung in the air like a heavy fog, the previous rift closing with each moment spent in intimate conversation. During quiet outings, they carved paths into the lush countryside. Nature became their solace and refuge. Underneath the brilliance of a setting sun, they found strength in their shared passion, exchanging not only affectionate words, but also dreams of what lay before them. With gilded hope ignited deep within, they envisioned lives anew, far beyond the dictates of an exacting society. Moments of laughter echoed in fields of wildflowers, where the essence of their love blossomed beyond constraints, blossoming like a field of colors against the fabric of doubt. This shared vision of the future breathed life into their aspirations, instilling unwavering fortitude to brave the unknown together. As they stepped into the social whirl once more, Arabella felt her heartbeat quicken with every glance cast their way. The gala, teeming with society's elite, had the air of anticipation thickening around them. All eyes followed them as the ambient chatter strained against unease. Yet amidst uncertain gazes, Arabella felt fire ignite within her. This was her time, her chance to demonstrate the strength she had unearthed. As Edmund pulled her into and led her to center stage on the dance floor, together they bore witness to the transformation blooming before them. Each twirl echoed the strength they had forged through trials. Whispers of doubt faded against the harmony of their relationship. As the music swelled, so did the laughter, a shared mantra reminding them both of their shared purpose. They danced boldly and fiercely, their bodies a reflection of freedom reclaimed, their love demanding attention amid shadows that lingered long years. The room transformed around them, leaving space for joy, casting the insecurities aside, breathing new life into an uncertain landscape. Just as tranquility settled onto the horizon of their lives, every promise of love shimmered brighter in their hearts. The murmurings of others transpired, dissipating before the fire of their connection, real, inviting, and powerful. On a still evening, with the moon hanging proudly overhead, Arabella returned to the garden, their sacred place, where the silence had often sung to her heart. Here she reflected on the journey they had traveled together, an odyssey of vulnerabilities and acceptance interspersed with joy and longing, dreams realized against the backdrop of doubt. On that night, with a subtle shift in the air, Edmund returned to her, love shimmering in his eyes as he knelt before her. He presented her with a delicate flower, a symbol of their blossoming relationship. "Will you be my partner through the storms and the sunshine? I am undone without you." The moonlight danced around them as they sealed their vow. Two souls woven into a united tapestry, ready to brave life's complexities armed with love and commitment. As days flowed into months, their partnership bloomed, showcasing the richness of life melded with vibrant colors of renewed purpose. Arabella learned to paint her heart on canvas, each stroke a testament to the struggles they had faced together. As she forged her own identity, she often reflected on the hidden resilience gathered through love's intertwining threads. Edmund found joy in her creative expressions, lifting the veil of uncertainty as he witnessed her evolution. Together, they defied conventions of class, advocating the right to love contrary to what society dictated. They became champions of their own narrative. As they traversed balls and soirees, whispering truths of acceptance into the ears of friends and foes alike, their laughter echoed like the soft rustle of pages turning, a promise that their lives, entwined and built from shadows and light, compelled others to dare to love as they now dared. The culmination of their beautiful journey approached a moment thick with emotion and promise. As Lord Blackwood prepared to address the ton, an air of anticipation enveloped the anticipating crowd within the grand hall. Towers of crystal chandeliers glimmered, reflections breaking in a cascade against the worried faces, stirred by old ghosts and rising tides that spoke of change. When he took the stage, the ducal title danced on his lips, yet it was Arabella's unwavering spirit that shone through as he revealed their intention to marry. Each word overflowed with sincerity, echoing his devotion to her, a declaration formed not merely from duty, but an earnest connection forged over time. Wider, uncovered truths began to spill forth as he claimed the importance of authenticity, and those once taken aback began to understand their shared reality, two souls growing together, defying societal expectations. That night, through the lens of vulnerability and honesty, they transformed their lives into a beacon of hope, illuminating the previously shadowed corners of the ball that night. As the laughter subsided, Arabella and Edmund basked in an exquisite moment of triumph, watching the once judging gazes transform into admiration. Their journey paved the way for others within the high society to question the established doctrines. Love blossomed in unexpected forms, reminding them that true beauty succeeded beyond the constraints of outdated norms. Together, they envisioned a life nourishing appreciation for authenticity, devotion nurtured by the vulnerability they once feared to embrace. The ball was alive with a renewed sense of purpose, each guest carrying the embers of their story, woven with others akin to it. A tapestry of acceptance began to unfurl under the weight of love's touch. As Arabella looked into Edmund's eyes, basked in the joy of their transformative journey, she realized that together they created more than love. They forged a legacy of hope, endlessly blooming in the hearts of those around them, a promise that the unseen can indeed flourish under the right light. In the warmth of summer's embrace, as the couple walked hand in hand through fields alive with sun-kissed wheat, they spoke of their vision for the future. "Let us be the authors of our own fate," Edmund urged, his spirited voice full of conviction. Arabella's heart danced within her chest as she considered the infinite possibilities waiting to be explored. They imagined a home overflowing not with gilded possessions, but echoing laughter, paintings of flowers blooming in vibrant splashes across the walls, narratives brewing naturally among the families who gathered. Each day was a cherished chapter, shared surrounded by kindred spirits, embracing raw truths, discussing art, dreams, and nurturing friendships long unacknowledged. They pledged to foster a haven for those whose stories mirrored their own, creating echoes of love that could ripple through generations. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting warmth across the sky, they understood that their true adventure had only just begun, the journey of love and redemption guiding them as they prepared to embrace life's ebb and flow together. Under the star-studded sky, Arabella and Edmund etched their promises onto the canvas of the night. With devoted hearts, they pledged to discover each other's depths in all their forms, understanding that true love is not solely a tempest of emotion, but also a melding of souls that keep embracing despite the doubts that may arise. The legacy of their love became a living force within them, bidding them to be leaders willing to champion the quiet souls who often linger in shadows, the unseen who deserve warmth and light. With shared laughter echoing through shared dreams, they vowed to nurture the fragile roots of hope, blossoming forth into new beginnings, while etching the narrative of love into the pages of history. Each step they took, hand in hand, surreal yet undeniably real, celebrated the chorus of two lives woven together, a melody of acceptance, hope, and healing, birthed in the dance of fate. As seasons changed, the Thorne estate became a sanctuary for families and friends drawn together by shared dreams. Arabella and Edmund organized gatherings that ignited passion within all who attended, a realm created to explore the intricate dance between vulnerability and strength, an eternal legacy that would surpass the constraints of time. Nights filled with laughter and art resonated through the halls as others found courage to express their truths, shapes interlocking in a celebration of human connection. Arabella, now a guiding voice for those on the fringes of society, taught others about love's transcendence over both pain and solace. With Edmund by her side, a glorious partnership blossomed, entwining their destinies as their lives sculpted a narrative of healing for both themselves and their devoted friends. They proved that love, when rooted in authenticity and nurtured with purpose, holds the power to ignite change, evolving from mere dreams into a tapestry of shared legacies destined to inspire generations. As years passed, and the echoes of laughter settled into memory, the couple found joy in watching their legacy expand. With each child born under the canopy of love that embraced them, Arabella and Edmund remained committed to their ideals, to offer acceptance and understanding, showcasing the beauty of life lived authentically. They would often roam the gardens where their story ignited, witnessing the blooms flourish just as they had, symbolizing perpetual growth. Conversations flowed like a river, deepening their bond as they reflected on their transformative journey and the importance of storytelling, sharing tales of courage to retain the flames of desire against life's challenges. Each tale intertwined within the fabric of history, inspiring hearts that thrived not in shadows, but together in the light. As her children laughed and played among the wildflowers, Arabella realized that their love had transcended mere existence. It had carved out a sanctuary, a haven where the beauty of vulnerability flourished eternally. As dusk settled over the horizon, painting the world in hues of warmth, Arabella reflected on her life alongside Edmund, the beautiful journey they had traveled, riddled with trials, yet buoyed by the strength of love. She realized that their story was more than just a journey to find one another. It was a testament to resilience, the kind of love that handled everything thrown its way. The revelations of their lives resonated through not just personal victories, but also rippled through generations as a beacon of hope. Their heart's legacy, long after the final dance, became a persistent cycle of love and acceptance, woven into each memory, inspiring others to cherish authenticity against formidable odds. In each memory, the essence of their journey echoed, enveloped by a rhythm of kindness, patient acceptance, and powerful understanding. The eternal flame that had sparked their partnership now paved the way for others to understand that love, with all its transformative beauty, transcends time, illuminating the heart, leading all souls toward the promise of forever. As the sun dipped low on the horizon, embracing the world in tender warmth, Arabella stood at the edge of the garden, casting her gaze across an eternity that stretched beyond life's impermanence. What once held her captive now spoke of freedom, flowing elegantly through every petal that opened beneath the moon. She inhaled deeply, feeling gratitude pulse through her veins for every lesson, the heartache, the joy, the laughter distilled into idyllic memories. In this corner of the estate where their lives had entwined, they had forged a sanctuary, a love that blossomed amidst shadows, illuminating the darkness. Their journey was incomplete without the echoes of those who had once stood on the fringes, prompting the quiet hearts to join the chorus of acceptance. With arms wrapped around each other, Arabella and Edmund embraced the precipice of tomorrow, hearts pulsating in tandem. Their love was no longer a mere tale of two souls, but an anthem of connection, a legacy destined to flourish in every unseen heart that dared to dream. As twilight descended, shrouding the gardens in a velvety cloak, the soft murmurs of the evening breeze echoed with the rhythmic heartbeat of a life nurtured and unwavering. Arabella often retreated to the stillness, finding solace amongst the blooms that had become woven into her life, symbols of resilience, capable of navigating the fiercest storms. This sanctuary allowed her to reflect, a quiet reminder of her prowess not merely as a woman in love, but as a vessel for change, realized through vulnerability and strength. Each night, she would whisper promises to the stars, entrusting her hopes to the cosmic tapestry above. The love she and Edmund cultivated held the essence of all those they had encountered, weaving dreams into fabric, filled with care and heartfelt intention. As she closed her eyes, she felt the resonance of countless stories intertwined with her own, a testament that true love thrived in imperfections, transforming quiet moments into enduring legacies grounded in light. With each turn of the seasons, the vibrant threads of Arabella and Edmund's lives became woven into the very fabric of the estate. Families gathered to share stories, laughter flowing freely while nurturing the legacy crafted from love's embrace. They embodied the essence of partnership, offering guidance to those who remained ensnared by shadows, empowering both friends and foes alike to discover authenticity. As Arabella often reminded her children, love's greatest strength lies in acceptance of oneself and others. The tales of old became guides, showing that vulnerability, though frightening, bore the fruit of endless possibilities, sparking the yearning to connect deeply, with compassion rather than constraint. As the golden hues of autumn graced the estate, the gathering of kindred spirits illuminated the story's unfurling, radiating joy, painted in hues of the heart's promise that the unseen could shine bright. Amidst the garden's symphony of colors, Arabella felt her heart swell with gratitude. Each flower was a testament to the battles she had once faced, an unfolding journey that illuminated the depths of her spirit. With Edmund beside her, they forged ahead, a shared legacy born from trials faced together. With the legacy they nurtured, they watched as children carried forward the lessons taught, the importance of daring to venture beyond the shadows, to thrive in the light of authenticity and healing. As the sun set, painting the land anew, Arabella understands that it wasn't just about reclaiming a sense of belonging, but realizing the wondrous journey they had undertaken, marked by love's resilience, the capacity to rise, to heal, and to shine as brightly as they could dream. With hand in hand, hearts intertwined, they embraced the magic of forever, a promise reflected in the bloom's whispering secrets, symbols of a love that celebrated not just existence, but the laughter shared, a tapestry woven eternally by love's own hand. As twilight began its descent once more, Arabella and Edmund revelled in the final dance of the season. Laughter and warmth filled the grand hall, love dripped from the lavish chandeliers, while guests swirled around them like vibrant petals caught in a spring breeze. Together, they embodied love, their commitment woven deeply into the threads of the evening, transcending whispers of doubt. As they twirled across the floor, the cacophony of voices faded into stillness. This was a culmination, their love story crafted through vulnerability and strength. The world melted away as they locked eyes, an unspoken understanding shimmering with every heartbeat. Time froze, holding them captive within this cherished moment, theirs to claim as their own. The dance symbolized hope, a reflection of the journey they had endured, fortified by courage and acceptance. Arabella felt gratitude pulse through her, as she revelled in the knowledge that no longer was she a wallflower, but a vibrant blossom, filling the world around her with love and light, embracing the dazzling possibilities that lay ahead. In the embrace of their final dance, Arabella's heart swelled with promise. She knew this was not the end, but rather the dawn of something beautiful. Their journey, marked by trials and laughter, whispered tales of unity and resilience to the faces that surrounded them. As music flowed through their bodies, freedom unfolded with every beat, unearthing the spirit of unshackled love that dared to flourish in every change the world presents. As the echo of their laughter fluttered through the halls, it became a symphony that awakened dreams amongst the silent souls. Each step promised more than just a new day. It reflected the boundless joy they brought, a reminder of love's remarkable power to craft legacies. Hand in hand, they faced the promise of tomorrow, aware that tomorrow would also reveal shadows, but also cast vibrant shades of color. Their shared legacy rippled through the hearts of others, proving that love was a force of nature, beckoning new beginnings, an endless cycle of transformation and bloom. As the seasons gracefully turned, Arabella and Edmund nurtured the blossoms of their love, bearing witness to the delicate balance of vulnerability and strength. Countless gatherings filled the estate with laughter, where stories came alive, spoken in resonant tones beneath the twinkling light. Joined by voices dear to them, they forged community beyond societal constraints, revealing the beauty within acceptance, loyalty, and cherished friendships. Arabella often pondered the journey that brought her from a wallflower to a spirited woman of influence, illuminating the shadows that once caged her heart. She cherished each moment of transformation as vital to not just their story, but the tapestry they continued weaving together, one knitted with the threads of joy, heartache, and power in vulnerability. Glistening like precious gems, fragments of their lives turned into pathways leading to understanding, inviting all around them to step into the light and embrace the beauty of life's intricate form, the promise of what it means to belong. Underneath the shade of flourishing trees, Arabella and Edmund retraced their steps back to the beginning. Here lay the roots of their love, unfurling like the vibrant petals they had once feared. Memories danced into the air. She could hear echoes of laughter embracing them in a gentle embrace. As the petals rustled in the breeze, she smiled, knowing that, like the flowers blooming before her, their love would continue to tell tales that inspired generations. Arabella turned to Edmund, her eyes shimmering with joy. "We have transformed our lives into more than just a tale of love. We are transforming legacies." His gaze, steady and warm, met hers, weaving security and acceptance through her heart. In this sacred space, they understood that love forged through trials had built something greater. It was rooted in the journeys of those they had touched, lighting the way for others to rise with courage and embrace the richness of life with authenticity. As years turned into chapters, the legacy of Arabella and Edmund endured, a living testament to the power of love cultivated through the garden of their hearts. Families would gather seasonally, sharing laughter, nurturing dreams around tables laden with stories, food, and connection, and cultivating the bonds that had blossomed within their landscape. Arabella led discussions grounded in warmth, advocating a love that embraced imperfections, reminding those around her that they all possessed their unique beauty. Edmund's steadfast presence resonated through each turn, as they raised their children beside those with stories woven into resilience, ensuring laughter flourished louder than whispered doubts. Under the canopy of their lives, Arabella realized that love had thrived. It expanded beyond one union into a shared legacy, a community rooted in acceptance, where souls blossomed unabashedly. They had transformed their lives, nurturing a fertile soil from which every heart could bloom, and the gentle echoes of their love would nurture courage to rise against the shadows. With the seasons shifting, Arabella often found herself walking through the garden, reflecting on every bloom that had come alive through patience and care. The blossoms breathed stories of resilience. Their journey had painted vivid tapestries woven from shadows and light. Each flower's journey mirrored her own, thriving through cycles of growth and rebirth. Together, she and Edmund nurtured this sanctuary, where love and creativity intertwined and compassion filled the air. Their adventures challenged society's constraints, building bridges for those who felt unseen, a palpable legacy embroidered by every soul they encountered. The whispers of the past faded as they infused kindness into communities and fostered acceptance. Arabella understood that love stretches infinitely, forming intricate patterns where endless hearts could flourish. Embracing the unexpected paths that life presented, she felt gratitude swell within her, celebrating the majesty of transformation and the unyielding light of love. Standing amid towering blooms, Arabella and Edmund unraveled their lives together. Like the flowers beneath their care, they had flourished against adversity's touch. Their journey had transcended the boundaries of societal norms, leaving invisible footprints that inspired others to step into their own truths. As families grew within the estate, laughter resounded as children danced through fields, embodying the spirit of curiosity and joy. Arabella led them with stories, enchanting young hearts with the magic that emerged when one embraces imperfections and dares to pursue their passions. With each gathering, community transformed. Hearts called forth to celebrate the beauty found within shadows, pointing toward the undeniable strength that blossomed from love. This was not merely a tale of two souls. It symbolized the tapestry woven from countless lives, proving that love could illuminate even the darkest spaces, stitching hearts together to craft an enduring legacy beneath the sun's warm embrace. In the gentle embrace of twilight, as Arabella and Edmund walked through their beloved garden, the world around them shimmered with excitement for what was next. Their connection resonated with every blossom, a reminder that love's impact stretched beyond mere existence. It created lasting legacies built on connection and acceptance. Arabella felt a deep sense of purpose stir within her, recognizing the seeds they had sown blossomed in far-reaching corners of society. Moments of vulnerability had sparked conversations that dismantled prejudice, birthed understanding, and transformed hearts forever. Her fingers brushed against the delicate petals, weaving stories of light that mattered deeply. The beauty of their journey lay not in perfection, but in their pursuit of love capable of rippling through generations. An unending cycle, inspiring others to embrace authenticity and the reality of being enough. Together, they reflected on the profound impact of their love, whispering the promise that echoed through their lives. Every heart yearned to bloom, to be seen, to truly love and be loved. Embracing the promise of tomorrow, Arabella and Edmund stood hand in hand, wrapped in the warm embrace of twilight within the beauty of their garden, a testament to the life they had built, a haven of security and love. Nature had become the canvas painting the extraordinary journey of two souls who relinquished the limitations imposed by society. Each flower marked a memory, the first sparks of affection, laughter shared in fleeting moments, all woven into a rich narrative of resilience. Here every petal teaches us that growth dazzles in imperfection, she mused, knowing their journey would become the foundation for others. As their children thrived, the legacy continued to unfurl, a blossoming harmony nourished by dreams, unfettered by convention. Together, they painted the world, filling it with light and compassion in small corners of life, standing proud as a testament of love carved into eternity, whispering to each heart that every bloom deserves to be seen and cherished, even the ones hidden in shadows. Under the moon's silvery gaze, Arabella felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude wrap softly around her heart. Each memory of her journey enveloped her like a beloved quilt, stitched together through trials and triumphs. As she paced the garden, lost in thought, she remembered the walls she had once built around herself now lay crumbled, echoes of past insecurities replaced with an unexamined light. She turned to Edmund, whose presence filled her heart with warmth, a kindred spirit residing right beside her. "You have transformed my world, my love," she whispered, a reflection of her soul's newfound freedom. In exploring her dreams, she had unearthed the stories of countless unseen hearts. Their journey had proven that vulnerability, while frightening, held the power to redefine destinies. Together they embraced their intertwined fates, wrought from shadows yet illuminated by love, forever seeking to inspire others to bloom as they ventured through life's tender garden. As the orchestra played beneath the evening sky, Arabella and Edmund wove their existence into a dance of intertwined dreams and aspirations, a celebration of love echoing through the tapestry of life. The evening unfolded, overflowing with love and connection. Laughter resonated in the air. Each child presented a testament to their profound legacy. The estate ignited with warmth as each person joined in cherished stories. In shared moments of reflection, Arabella understood that what they had created transcended mere joy. It was a call to acknowledge the deeper existence of every heart, a universal connection made manifest in celebration. The garden around them flourished, capturing the spirit of resilience, growing from both darkness and light that sculpted their intertwined paths. Ascending beyond their unique narrative, their bond became a guiding light to illuminate pathways for others, inviting them to seek their voices, discover their power, and courageously embrace the authenticity that each soul reflects. In the symphony of life playing around them, Arabella saw their story unfurl endlessly, a garden where each heart bloomed anew. Guided by the lessons learned, she recognized that love's journey had unfolded distinctly for every soul. With each gathering, echoing with laughter and connection, the once overlooked whispers of a wallflower now transformed into an anthem of resilience. Dreams flourished and hearts intertwined, showcasing the beauty of empathy, connection, and acceptance growing ever wider. Surrounded by friends and kin, they reveled as stories of love and courage flourished against the backdrop of the evening's embrace, a resounding reminder that vulnerabilities are gifts that lead to deeper connections. As stars sparkled against the velvet sky, Arabella turned to Edmund, knowing that their journey had become a lighthouse, a radiant hope shining through challenges, inviting others to cherish their narratives, the gentle reminder that love could transform hearts in the fragile tapestry of life. As Arabella and Edmund continued through life's tapestry, the whispers of their journey lingered in every petal, every glance exchanged, echoing tales that transcended both time and space. Their story had melded into the heart of the garden, a vibrant reminder that love thrives even within challenges. With each new gathering, tales unfolded vibrant with dreams, laughter flowing freely through the air, crafting moments stitched together by sincerity and compassion. The garden became a sanctuary, not just for them but for everyone seeking solace, a refuge for kindred spirits to unite and nurture connections. In this new chapter, Arabella recognized the beauty of love's transformative power, and as they embraced vulnerability and acceptance, they began to illuminate paths for others. As murmurings spread throughout the town, they understood that their legacy extended beyond themselves, a movement ignited by authenticity, allowing every heart to blossom unrestrained, harvesting the fruits of love that the world has longed to witness. Time itself seemed to linger as the seasons shifted, the pages of their story unfurling against the backdrop of love's endurance. The garden flourished under their watchful eyes, embodying not just beauty, but every moment, the laughter, the reflections, the heartfelt reunions. Arabella and Edmund understood that their legacy had long transcended their lives. It served as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of unconditional love, where authenticity grew precious and vibrant. They savored every dance of life, the whispered secrets, the unexpected journeys, and the magic that unfolded from ordinary moments transformed into extraordinary connections. Each shared glance, every playful banter became jewels adorning the evening sky, illuminating souls lost in life's shadows. As new chapters wrote themselves into existence, Arabella sought to honor their journey, showing others the subtle strength of love, encouraging hearts to embrace vulnerability and nurturing beauty as it sprang forth, intertwining destinies into an endless embrace of forever. In the hush of twilight, when the world seemed to pause and catch its breath, Arabella and Edmund would often venture to the garden, carved memories surrounding them. Each day brimmed with possibility. They discovered wonder hidden in life's simplest moments, planting seeds of love and admiration for their children and friends. The garden became both a metaphor and reality of resilience, thriving through the shifts of time. Together, they marveled at the way life's seasons embraced impermanence while revealing the strength found within vulnerability. Each gathering held the promise of connection, inviting all to pick their stories from the tapestry, woven through laughter, mingled with introspection. As they maneuvered through the currents of life, Arabella reminded herself and those around her that accepting one's past while dreaming of the future creates pathways for new adventures yet unknown, a dance of love that called forth the heart's essence, urging others to bloom with every step taken into tomorrow. As day broke over the horizon, illuminating the garden, Arabella felt the thrill of expectation awaken within her heart. Together with Edmund, they reveled in yet another season of unveiling possibilities, the promise of new light set as a guiding force. Through every challenge and every milestone, they had become champions of change. Their journey transformed lives, echoing within the hearts of all they encountered. They embraced the extraordinary beauty of life, nurturing the bonds of friendship and love, while crafting spaces where vulnerabilities could grow into harmonious connections. The garden, alive with promise, reflected the spirit of those who dared to dream, inviting others to weave their tales of hope among fragrant petals. Arabella understood that love held an infinite reservoir of resilience, the promise of new light waiting to burst forth with each dawn. No longer seen as mere spectators, they became luminous beacons, guiding souls forever towards paths illuminated by love's gentle embrace, paving way for lives cherished and untold adventures yet to unfold. As the tapestry of seasons continued to weave their story, Arabella marveled at the resilience found in their bonds. The families gathered closely, united by love's enduring strength resonating within their lives. They became witnesses to the beauty found after storms. Arabella and Edmund had crafted an atmosphere where vulnerability welcomed love, transforming every gathering into opportunities to craft legacies of hope. The garden flourished as children discovered the magic encapsulated in storytelling, sharing dreams that unfurled in vibrant colors against the backdrop of their lives. Each tale shared resonated deeply, striking chords with empathy that transcended their lives now interconnected, sowing the seeds of understanding that future generations would cherish. Reflecting on their journey, Arabella and Edmund understood that their legacy encompassed not just a single love story. It would echo through time, inspiring all hearts seeking solace, reminding everyone that even the unclaimed can find home within love's embrace. As the sun dipped into the horizon, illuminating the evening sky, Arabella and Edmund took their places among the friends who had joined their journey, filling the estate with renewed laughter and compelling stories. Relationships woven through time revealed the incredible beauty within the tapestry of love, enriched by shared experiences, each adding to the depth of their legacy. They floated through the gathering like gentle currents, honoring each path that had brought them together and recognizing the significance of connection, their heartbeats resonating throughout the estate, inviting others to experience the warmth of belonging. As the stars emerged, lighting the expanse like sparkling jewels upon velvet, Arabella felt the pulse of life anew, synchronicity coursing through every shared breath, affirming that love's journey spanned beyond the physical. It lingered in memories crafted and connections nurtured between kindred spirits, promising that this adventure continued onward, chasing new horizons bright with infinite expectation. With laughter echoing through every corner of the estate, Arabella and Edmund reveled in the moments shared amongst their cherished companions. At night, when the stars punctured the velvety sky, it became evident that their legacy was more than just the blossoming of a love. It had evolved into a movement, paving the way for countless hearts to pursue dreams and equity, giving voice to stories long unshared. They witnessed the beauty unveiled when everyone is invited into the fold, embracing differences while nurturing empathy to create new beginnings among vibrant connections. The lessons imparted became treasures handed down through generations, spreading waves of hope and nurturing a collective consciousness that cultivated resilience amid life's uncertainties. Underneath the twinkling stars, they understood the power of shared experiences, the ability to navigate the intricate paths of existence, woven together by love's strength that uplifted those seeking light, even within their darkest moments. As time unfurled, Arabella and Edmund continued to nurture the relationships that would thrive beneath the soil, enriched by love's benevolence. The pulse of the garden echoed the rhythm of their hearts. A vibrant fullness breathed life into every moment spent together. Through events that framed seasons, they forged new connections while revisiting old friendships. Cherishing laughter echoed among strong bonds built over time. Each gathering became a dance of dreams where stories intermingled. Every tale added more texture to the rich tapestry they had crafted collaboratively over the years. They found themselves standing on the precipice of renewed possibilities, ready to embrace the adventures yet to come. Arabella reflected on how much their lives had changed since they first met, smiling in gratitude for the beauty found within her journey. It too cradled dreams capable of igniting not just her own future, but inspiring countless others to follow the rhythm of their own heart's beat, the wonderful cadence of a life well lived. Many years later, standing in the flourishing garden that had become the heart of their lives, Arabella found herself in reflective silence. The blooms flourished under the nurturing hands of generations, a testament to love's enduring impact, creating an entwined legacy that whispered stories into the fabric of time. As whispers of laughter echoed soft memories, she looked at her children dancing freely amongst the buds, each step a reminder of the love that had shaped them. Arabella understood that these quiet, mundane moments had built strength. They held immeasurable value, nurturing authentic connections. Every expression of kindness had blossomed into vibrant flowers of compassion. Edmund joined her side, pride shimmering in his eyes. He too had witnessed how their love thrived within a community crafted through shared struggles, and he realized that their journey was a seed planted that had sprouted countless joyful narratives. As Arabella turned toward him, they understood love's resilience, its ability to flourish even in quiet moments, sending ripples of hope into the world. As twilight fell, casting hues of blue across the sky, Arabella planted herself firmly at the garden's edge. She photographed the tapestry of vibrancy blooming around her. Each flower brought back memories, laughter shared, tears shed, dreams woven together. Her heart danced with gratitude and the understanding that life is not merely about grand gestures, but the delicate moments strung together, echoing life's ephemeral beauty. She knew that every single encounter had illuminated their journey, the struggles, the triumphs, all crafted into a legacy that resonated deeply within her soul. With Edmund by her side, they remembered how their love had transformed them, each challenge carving contours into the landscape of their hearts. In those moments spent together, no longer defined by past constraints but enriched by understanding, love became a vessel for growth, a symbol of endurance that propelled them forward. Together, they cherished the laughter and the journeys still to unfold, filled with the anticipation of adventures undiscovered, celebrating the promise of life yet to bloom. As the daisies danced in the gentle breeze, Arabella felt each little blossom narrate endless stories. They symbolized countless connections and adventures interwoven within the rich landscape of their lives. The garden was a living tapestry, embodying cherished memories of laughter, love, connection, and growth. Eager children flowed through the blooms, demonstrating the purest essence of untamed joy, unapologetic and fierce. Forging their paths through life, Arabella watched as the tales of vulnerability unfolded into vibrant identities. She was reminded of her own journey and how vulnerability paved the way to her strength. Side by side, she and Edmund rejoiced in final moments that continued to dance upon the edges of their memories. Life, much like the myriad colors of the blossoms, became a celebration, each footstep an invitation for the heart to revel in every heartfelt encounter, every cherished memory, and every poignant connection thrumming through the earth, whispering tales of new beginnings yet to come. In the gentle summer sun, Arabella basked in gratitude, understanding that her journey had led her where she was meant to be, a garden filled with dreams. Her heart swelled as she watched Edmund expertly guiding their children, blossoming into beautiful individuals shaped by love. Each moment shared skirted between laughter and poignant introspections. The raw beauty of growth touched everything in sight. She reflected on how countless encounters once peppered the unseen paths they walked together. Those threads were now woven deeply into the fabric of their lives, decorated with vibrant colors of vulnerability, compassion, and trust that served as a protective balm for the wounds they had once carried. The rich earth around her felt alive. Each breath taken filled the air with the essence of beloved connections, creating both memories to cherish and experiences crafted into a lively legacy of love. Arabella felt fulfillment in knowing that love was the strongest brush, casting vibrant strokes across the canvas of existence, their enduring bond forever etched into the story of their lives. Despite the many seasons of their lives, one truth remained woven through it all. Love led them home. Arabella often found herself wandering the paths of the garden, sensing the heartbeat of life echo within each blossom. The strength of their unity flourished beneath the sun, blossoming as a reminder of the potential found in connecting with others. Together, she and Edmund cultivated friendships, fostering spaces where those seeking warmth could flourish. Kindness became the soil. Laughter watered the roots. Families gathered alongside them, sharing stories that bloomed like wildflowers in vibrant hues, strong and alive. The shared moments nurtured a legacy that would extend far beyond their time. Lives touched by love's transformative power, courageously invited to cultivate their paths within life's rich tapestry. Arabella turned her gaze toward Edmund, feeling the ancient promise whispered through the leaves. The legacy they had crafted was a testament to the beauty of vulnerability blossoming in community, growing each heart into a haven of cherished dreams. As spring once again crept into their lives, Arabella felt a delightful anticipation wake within her spirit. The garden was luscious and vibrant. Every flower echoed the possibility of new beginnings, the perfect reminder that life thrives in the ever-present embrace of hope. She and Edmund stood hand in hand, grateful for this woven journey and the experiences they created together as families gathered in a display of love, warmth, and kindness. Arabella firmly believed that every story woven had a role to play amidst the vibrant tapestry of existence. They each carried echoes from the past forward, while nurturing new possibilities waiting to unfold. With laughter cascading through the air, the essence of their love flourished, cultivating the blooms that shaped dreams of tomorrow. The garden became an eternal reflective space, every petal a cherished memory dancing in the sunlight, a canvas where vulnerability merged with resilience, inviting every heart to explore, bloom, and find home in every shifting season, a cycle endlessly renewed. At the garden's edge, joyous laughter reverberated through the air as Arabella joined her loved ones in celebration once again. They had gathered beneath the twinkling stars, creating a spectacle that echoed the beauty shared through community and love. As the bonfire glowed warmly against the verdant backdrop, she felt the heartbeats of those around her resonating with hers. The rhythm of life that had flourished over the years continued to inspire new generations. Each story told reaffirmed the impact Arabella and Edmund had created, a legacy stretched through connections, touched by laughter, emotion, acceptance, and the beauty of vulnerability. She embraced joy, witnessing children play freely under the caressing glow of firelight. Their laughter became a hymn composed of joy and fulfillment, crafted through every heart shared in the garden. That evening unfolded before her like vibrant petals unfurling, each moment infused with a celebration of love that would eternally guide them as horizons beckoned toward hopeful tomorrows yet to bloom. The bonfire flickered like a beacon, an invitation toward new journeys unfolding as the season danced into the embrace of evening. Arabella turned toward Edmund, whispering sweet nothings filled with shared longing for the joys still to come. Each flicker of firelight cast enchanting shadows against the faces surrounding them, reflecting the warmth of their bonds, cultivated over time. As stories flowed, Arabella felt the threads of love weaving through each tale, addressing the hidden hopes and dreams ignited within each heart. Their gathering became a celebration of resilience. The garden around them captured the spirit of acceptance, nurturing change as they forged ahead into unexplored realms. Together they carved paths illuminated by strength, wisdom, and vulnerability, a dance towards eternal horizons. Arabella understood that love's heartbeat unraveled through joy and connection, creating spaces filled with tender embrace, echoed in every laugh, every shared reflection. The night resonated with an unyielding promise of what the future held, and together they would venture fearlessly into the garden of possibilities, still waiting to unfold. As the warmth of the bonfire embraced the gathering, Arabella looked around, witnessing friends' hearts glowing like embers in the night. Every moment crafted together spun a legacy that would echo through generations. Their stories reflected love's resilience, highlighting that joy unfolds in the vulnerability shared among kindred spirits. She and Edmund reveled not only in laughter, but the richness of enduring connections forged through time. "In life's grand tapestry," she mused aloud, her voice a melody upon the night air, "our hearts yearn to explore the depths of love and understanding." Each gaze, every serendipitous look exchanged encouraged reflection. Her children ventured into the garden, giggling as petals fell atop their heads like blessings. Arabella understood that every heartbeat in tandem created a vibrant garden, nurturing the dreams still to bloom and weaving together an unshakable bond grounded in mutual respect. The night flourished. It was a moment of pure magic, a reflection of their life's journey celebrating the promise of every new dream they had yet to encounter. In the warmth of every embrace, Arabella acknowledged that this is what love's legacy looked like, woven from kindness and joy, each stitch crafted with purpose. As their laughter danced in the air and the stars adorned the night sky, she absorbed the vibrancy illuminated around them. In their laughter, she saw reflections of her own journey blossoming. That once overlooked wallflower now became a symbol of resilience that flourished against adversity. Beside Edmund, they embraced life in its authentic form, each tender moment sculpted from shared experiences that had fortified not just their union, but created a community filled with love, respect, and authenticity. Memories collected like blooms, they walked within a flourishing garden where every petal offered the promise of a new blossom, a journey they would cherish as their hearts resonated with the familiar pulse of tomorrow. Together, they had fashioned a legacy that carried forth into the world, illuminating hope and warmth in every heart, yearning for acceptance. As twilight settled softly, Arabella watched alongside Edmund. Their children gathered beneath the canopy of stars, spinning tales that transformed their lives into a treasured legacy, while weaving connection upon connection through shared stories. Laughter floated like tiny candles flickering in the cool night air, an eternal harmony that echoed the journey they had crafted. Each heartbeat reminded her of the indelible threads stitched into the fabric of their lives, hope intertwined with love, creativity encasing every experience, shining brightly as guiding stars above. The garden flourished under the gentle hand of time, reflecting every moment shared and the impact they had created, not solely for themselves but for those who sought a safe harbor for their dreams. As she savored each shared glance and every comforting embrace, Arabella recognized that love thrived within the hearts of all. It had the power to ignite inspiration in others, transforming dreams unspoken into reality. In its embrace, she felt the stars answering back, whispering the endless promise of joy awaiting every soul that dared to reach for them. As the stars glimmered beyond the horizon, Arabella stood at the heart of the garden, a sacred space where countless dreams had taken root, surrounding her with an air of reverence and reflection. A gentle breeze ran through the leaves, whispering through the garden, carrying echoes of laughter and dreams unfurling. Her heart resonated with gratitude, filled with warmth, as she thought of the moments that etched themselves firmly in her memory. It was through vulnerability and kindness that life had offered the impactful lessons they had learned together, lessons rooted in love's transformative embrace. After seasons wrapped in threads of heartache and joy alike, it became clear that love held the power to transcend circumstances, imbuing unclaimed hearts with resilience. As Arabella closed her eyes and breathed in the night, she could feel this journey residing wholeheartedly within her, a legacy interwoven with the essence of their lives, held forever in the symphony of existence, guiding hearts to soar in the tapestry of tomorrow. Through the shimmering glow of the bonfire that illuminated the garden, Arabella and Edmund shared moments filled with laughter, warm glances exchanged, each twinkle signaling joy amidst the connected souls surrounding them. It was a celestial celebration, one blooming with the richness of love's impact, where those once hidden flourished in an unfolding garden of unity. Arabella found herself consumed with gratitude. As they recounted their stories and the struggles that had led them here, she caressed the laughter beckoning through every shared moment. She watched as the garden transformed before her eyes, an embodiment of love's legacy, showcasing the intertwined nature of community and creativity. Through their journey, she recognized the life-affirming strength held in vulnerability and understanding, struggles transformed into laughter, stories becoming the bedrock for hope. Each life entangled within their tapestry sparkled brightly, a testament of resilience, grounding every heart's journey into an unbreakable constellation, shining ever brighter against the night sky. As the evening air filled with laughter and warmth, Arabella felt every moment celebrated anew, life overflowing from hearts courageously entwined, showcasing the beauty within each bloom. The garden sparkled beneath the tender embrace of eternity, where love's tapestry stitched together stories that would become illuminated memories woven against the stars' backdrop. Each tale shared became a fragrant flower rising above the earth, breathing in light and connection, while melodies of kindness evoked a sense of belonging. Arabella and Edmund knew deep within their hearts that their journey extended beyond themselves. Their legacies offered lessons for kindred souls seeking courage, hope, and understanding. Each embrace echoed a respectful connection, nurturing tarps of empathy to expand within the hearts of every gathering. That night, as their children danced on the cusp of growing boldly into their dreams, Arabella clasped Edmund's hand tightly, promising to embrace all that lay before them, igniting the flame that united hearts in an unbreakable bond eternally. As evening transitioned into night, Arabella stood enveloped in moonlight alongside Edmund, the resonance of their love echoing subtly against the backdrop of serene beauty around them. Each flower, a testament to their journey, thrived under care. The connection between them had become a guiding star, illuminating the trials faced and ultimately overcome, the bright path paved for others seeking solace. Their lives told a story of resilience, each heart yearning for acceptance. As Arabella touched the gentle petals, she could feel the spirit of companionship enveloping them, a reminder of how vulnerability sparked warmth, a perpetual flame of love igniting amidst darkness. Together they created childhood tales that spurred infectious laughter and hope, reminding all around them that beauty flourished in courage and forgiveness. As night deepened, Arabella felt her heart pulse with purpose, the embodiment of love's strength, their legacy etched firmly into society. They lived to create opportunities for every heart to bloom, inviting them into the garden of dreams, waiting for nurturing hands yet to be revealed. Under the shimmering stars, Arabella and Edmund reveled in a moment pregnant with possibility, where they understood their journey was not yet complete. In the backdrop of laughter, dreams unfurling flourished amidst the delicate petals. It reminded them that every heart possessed the power to weave its own story within the grand tapestry of love. The garden had transformed into a sanctuary, where unseen struggles intertwined gracefully beneath the surface, promising life to every thread enduring within. Each handshake, each rekindled relationship, sculpted into a cherished memory, held the spirit of their lives, a reminder that while storms challenge existence, they create opportunities for growth, nurturing souls to thrive. Together they held hope aloft. It was a promise that unity, empathy, and understanding could conquer despair. It beckoned those yearning for peace to enter their garden, a space adorned with the acceptance where every heart remained welcomed, a collective embrace anchoring them through life's dancing shadows, a journey that never truly ended. As the night deepened, Arabella reveled in treasured memories spun through love, each heartbeat a reminder that unexpectedly intertwined lives had danced within a luminous tapestry of connection. Laughter echoed in the distance, each sound sounding like echoes of a drum beating alive within their hearts. Arabella and Edmund stood hand in hand amidst the blossoms of their garden, a haven shaped by the beauty of their experiences. They had cultivated a space that transcended silence and embraced vulnerability, nudging the boundaries of societal acceptance with stories reverberating love's transformative power. Memories folded within moments intertwined like threads, creating strength that spiraled outward, igniting silent voices fostering connections previously unseen. In the warmth surrounding them, Arabella invited all to share in this harmonious dance, and as the starlight shimmered upon her, she recognized that their journey would continue. It embraced the petals of what lay ahead, Endless possibilities held within each heartbeat, crafting pathways for hearts to venture boldly into the unknown together, knowing love is the water feeding every garden. As they stood amidst the laughter and the light, Arabella's heart swelled with the joy of connection. The garden pulsed alive around them, a vibrant display of life reflecting the warmth shared in each interaction. The whispers of their journey lingered like a sweet perfume, inviting every heart to step closer and breathe deeply into the fragrant atmosphere. In moments of vulnerability, love had transformed each dream into reality. Every child planted deep within the soil of acceptance blossomed into the garden of hope. Arabella and Edmund knew the importance of nurturing those around them as they had been nurtured throughout their love story. Their lives had become a beautiful kaleidoscope, encompassing both the laughter and tears, an invitation to adventurous hearts echoing on the paths of authenticity. With joyful spirits they joined hands, promising to continue this essence of connection as they embraced the night. It illuminated their lives and those who ventured nearby, fostering unity for hearts growing together, eternally entwined in dreams not yet realized. As daybreak painted the horizon, Arabella stood at the edge of the garden, her heart brimming with promise. Together with Edmund, they had shared a love that transcended the fleeting nature of time, one that had ignited a collective spirit of resilience among friends and family. They recognized each moment spent together had flourished, carving paths where once there were none. With every ember that flickered alive in the warmth of laughter, they had crafted a sanctuary, a home where authenticity breathed freely, welcoming everyone from all walks of life. Arabella reflected on how dreams blossomed in the garden's embrace, turning struggles into vibrant flowers of hope that breathed life into tomorrow. Life was a dance, each step challenging yet inviting. Love twirled through every heartbeat, welcoming lessons wandering forward. Together they breathed in the beauty of possibility. Holding hands firmly, they stepped into a future crafted by connection, a celebration of every heartbeat that dared to venture into the garden of tomorrow, ready to bloom with love and vibrant grace. As dawn's warmth crept gently across the garden, Arabella felt the music of life unfolding again. The laughter of children echoed like the sweet harmony of a symphony. Each note and laughter stitched into their lives created an exquisite tapestry of resilience, crafted in courage. Each heartbeat acted as a reminder of the legacies they cherished, nurtured within love's embrace. Together with Edmund, they committed themselves to celebrating every moment, both joyous and challenging, understanding the roots of their journey had taken shape against the backdrop of understanding. Their lives became a mode of nurturing connection, like the flowers unfurling in spring, each growing toward the light. As trust blossomed anew, Arabella and Edmund acknowledged the whispers of started stories, echoes and threads, revealing the home shared not solely as a physical place, but the rich expression of enduring love that inspired others to grow and find joy in the simplest gestures. They embraced the unfolding symphony, a resonating testament to the exquisite dance of life awaiting them all. In the soft embrace of morning light, Arabella and Edmund stood within their garden, watching their children laugh as they danced among the blooms. The rhythm of joy echoed through the air, creating a symphony of love, a celebration of life wrapped in both vulnerability and strength. With every shared moment, they felt the essence of connection unfold. Each flower beckoned to life while honoring the lessons cultivated through struggle and growth. As the seasons gracefully turned, Arabella realized their journey had led them to forge not merely a legacy of love, but a community grounded in acceptance, encouraging hope to bloom amidst uncertainty. Side by side, they unfolded dreams into a tapestry sewn tight, a beautiful reminder of how love could invigorate every life it touched. The vibrant blossoms began opening wide, revealing stories of resilience destined to inspire generations yet to come. Arabella pledged to nurture this space continually, a garden where every heart could bloom unapologetically amidst the interconnected fabric of love. As time flowed gently, Arabella noticed how the garden reflected both change and constancy within their lives. It became a sanctuary that symbolized not just love architected, but also the resilience that tethered them all. Each bloom a testament to journeys forged in struggle and triumph. Together with Edmund, they nurtured environments that echoed the beauty of authenticity, inviting every soul to step forward and embrace their truths amidst life's unpredictable landscape. As vibrant as the blossoms that danced in the breeze, laughter floated around them, carrying hopes that flourished deeply under the sun's tender gaze. Arabella understood that their story reached outward, extending warmth to countless lives touched by their journey. Gatherings became attachments of love, where acceptance became the soil feeding forward. The garden expanded like the pulsating heartbeat of connection, welcoming new dreams while embedding the past deep within its roots. Together, they stood committed to nurturing this legacy, infusing each day with stories of love that would resonate through the ages, marking forth the sacred whispers that lived on within every heartbeat. On a crisp autumn day, as leaves floated and danced upon the ground, Arabella and Edmund reveled in the vibrancy around them, a reflection of their journey. Life continued weaving through the layers of love. Every laughter shared became an expression that echoed their hearts intertwined, filling the estate with the warmth of unity, every moment celebrating tenderness cultivated through vulnerability. The garden bore witness to a community growing together, nurturing connections that flourished through life's unseen stories and dreams yet discovered. They understood the collective beauty, ancient threads inviting the energy of change into their shared lives, planting seeds that would sprout new blossoms of acceptance. Arabella and Edmund embraced every twist and turn that life unveiled, committing to exploring the depths beneath the surface of their story, a commitment to dive deeper into authenticity together. As colors bloomed brighter, Arabella recognized their legacy danced beautifully upon the precipice of memory, ready to inspire hearts to reach toward the possibility hidden within the blush of every flower. As winter approached, the first flakes began to swirl delicately, transforming the garden into a wonderland, an ethereal reminder that life continues, evolving gracefully through every season, every embrace. Arabella and Edmund stood hand in hand, feeling the rich tapestry of their lives reaching out toward the horizon, inviting others to join in this dance of authenticity. Together they had crafted a legacy that encouraged expansion into the unknown, the beauty of every heart stepping forth into journey, shared lovingly between friends and family. The soft whispers of snow blanketed the ground as Arabella recalled how frailty often birthed strength. Embracing the beauty of each season, she and Edmund had vowed to nurture this delicate balance, welcoming both joy and sorrow that life brought forth. They understood the world was an ever-evolving story, crafted from the contributions of many souls, each unique, every heartbeat interwoven into the expansive cosmos. As volunteers gathered to help transform the estate into a haven during the winter months, Arabella's heart fluttered, awash with gratitude. The garden had long offered a sanctuary. Now it reflected how community could bloom from shared love, hearts intertwining through every experience. Arabella and Edmund reveled in the spirit of connection, knowing their lives served as an invitation, urging others to blossom brightly, nurturing spaces where every emotion could intertwine and flow freely. An eternal journey inviting every heart to bloom fully into the canvas of existence. As the sun peeked through the canopy of clouds, Arabella felt the essence of hope dawn within her. The garden began to thaw, swirling colors enveloping the landscape like a warm embrace, promising new beginnings amidst the whispers of forgotten memories. Together with Edmund, she marveled at the way each season shaped their lives and brought forth resilience, reminding her that even the coldest winters could spark the most vibrant of springs. Conscious of the growth experienced as individuals and partners, they recognized how every moment spent nurturing their love and friendships had sown seeds that outlasted uncertainty. Their journey continued blossoming, creating space for every heart to breathe in authenticity. Each petal carried warmth, a reflection of what it meant to not only embrace love, but to share it generously amidst the world, guiding others to open their hearts and discover their unique grace. As Arabella turned to face the sun, feeling the tendrils of warmth envelop her, she realized life had come full circle, a bittersweet reminder that love engaged all emotions and offered hope for every heart longing to bloom. As the season of promise unfurled, each flower that graced the garden resonated with love, a silent testament to the journey Arabella and Edmund had tread together. They stood embraced in the glow of sunlight, marveling at how life intertwined stories into a rich tapestry. Within every petal lay a reflection of their experiences, joyful laughter, heartfelt conversations, and the freedom found beneath their sanctuary. The garden became a living echo, a promise of what love could cultivate among friends and families alike, a nurturing embrace unfolding boundless opportunities for connection. Tenderness, laughter, and trust blossomed freely within their lush landscape. Arabella and Edmund immersed themselves in the beauty, grateful for every moment that had shaped their relationships. The gentle brush of hands and the embrace of shared dreams painted their hearts anew. As the garden echoed with blooms heralding spring, they understood their love was a bond that would endure eternally, an invitation for every heart to embrace vulnerability and flourish in light. Each moment, a stitch always binding them forward into the wonderful unknown. As spring fully blossomed, vibrant colors heralded new beginnings. Arabella felt the garden burgeoning with life. Each bloom resonated with stories of love and acceptance, an invitation for every heart to step forward and discover their truth. Alongside Edmund, she welcomed guests eager to craft their tales among the blossoms. Every shared moment nurtured partnerships, where vulnerabilities wielded strength and trust flourished without fear. Hand in hand with their children, Arabella knew they were creating an adventure, a community woven through connection, forever honoring the beautiful tapestry they had crafted together. These gatherings revealed an unspoken understanding, a resonance echoing the beauty of forging relationships built on authenticity and kindness. As Arabella planted dreams amid the flowers, she felt hope surrounding them. They had forged an everlasting love, a testament to the power of nurturing change. Together with Edmund, they paint stories where titles of hearts became rich narratives, destined to echo through time, rooted deeply within the hearts of those eager to embrace the magic blooming amid the struggles shared. Amidst the fragrant blossoms that danced in the gentle spring breeze, Arabella found herself ensconced in gratitude. This garden thrived as a vessel of connection. Its beauty mirrored the love shared not only between her and Edmund, but among everyone drawn together. Each shared moment nurtured unity through laughter, paving a path where hearts intertwined gracefully. The vibrant petals underscored that growth often emerged from love's embrace, not confined to convention, but explored across boundless paths. They welcomed fellow souls eager to uncover their own stories. Together, Arabella and Edmund fostered an environment where dreams unraveled freely, a sanctuary that transcended expectations, extending heartfelt invitations to all longing to celebrate love. As they reveled in life's blossoming essence, Arabella understood that each flickering moment built community, a profound strength emanating from intimacy, laughter, and shared vulnerabilities. Hand in hand, she and Edmund held the promise of love guiding every heart, yearning to bloom onward, committed to weaving together every tale into an everlasting legacy of compassion. As summer held the garden in its warm embrace, Arabella felt a renewed sense of purpose awaken within her being. Each vibrant flower around them embodied hope and transformation, a promise reclaimed. The laughter of children echoed through the estate. She held close the memories of every triumph and tear alike, each laden with meaning. The richness of love permeating their lives became a testament to the power of vulnerability and understanding. Together with Edmund, she continued to nurture connections, tendrils echoing with laughter and love, blossoming with purpose as they reveled in everyday moments that stitched the fabric of their garden. So often, they were reminded of how shared endings birthed new beginnings. Witnessing the blossoming of others became a reflection of their own growth, a journey ignited through tendrils of hope. Arabella cherished each moment, envisioning a lifetime of memories crafted within their beloved garden, a nurturing space where love breathed openly and allowed every heart's journey to flourish indefinitely, beckoning light and grace into every unfolding experience. As twilight painted the horizon in rich colors, Arabella reflected upon her journey alongside Edmund, a legacy that had transcended challenges, every trial stitched into a precious tapestry woven from every heartfelt encounter. Together they fostered a sanctuary, where love embraced vulnerabilities. They watched as connections flourished under the guidance of hope. Holding hands, they shared dreams for future generations, the seeds sown endlessly in rich soil. Every story told became an opportunity for growth. Every heart spoke of love's promise, a reminder that life, much like the garden they had nurtured, blended moments of laughter, connection, resilience, and hope into a lasting legacy. Arabella closed her eyes, feeling gratitude pulse through her. Witnessing their journey fueled the belief that even amidst trials, that each heart deserves to bloom brightly in authenticity's embrace. With Edmund beside her, she vowed to celebrate this legacy throughout their lives, weaving stories of love and connection for all to cherish, ensuring that every soul who entered their garden would leave knowing they, too, could thrive in the light of their own becoming.